We all have days when it's difficult to get going. Those times when that feels so good, we just don't want to get out and get our day started. But what I've come to learn is just by being committed to and then taking that first step is usually all I need to get myself going. Particularly when I remember that it's not about massive action all the time, but it's about taking small actions consistently over time that yield massive results. Hi, everyone. Chris Natzke with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching with your Mind of a Champion tip of the week. Just yesterday morning, my alarm went off at its usual 5 a.m. And I was like, I just don't want to get out of bed today. But I committed to doing my morning routine. And also, it came upon me a story that I had read long ago that kind of got me going. And it was a story about this man in his 90s. And he walks into a gym. Now, this man was not your regular 90-year-old. I mean, he had broad shoulders and a well-developed chest. He had strong, powerful biceps and triceps, a thin waist, and legs like tree trunks. But he also was very flexible in his back and was just in amazing shape for his age. The only thing that belied his age was a full head of gray hair that was kind of offset by his blue steely eyes. And he was in the gym, and a young man in his early 20s came up to him and he said, "Sir, you're a legend around here. I've heard all about you. How is it at your age you're in such amazing shape?" And the old man paused and said, "Well, son, let me tell you. About 70 years ago, I made a commitment to myself that every day I was going to do at least one push-up, one sit-up, and one jumping jack." And the young man looked a little puzzled. He said, "What do you mean, one push-up, one sit-up, and one jumping jack?" And the old man smiled and said, "Well, I knew if I could do the first one, the rest would become easier, and then I'd be on my way." So the idea there is taking those small, consistent actions to get ourselves going so we can achieve the things we want to achieve. So a question for you. What's that one small step that you can take today to get yourself closer to the breakthrough that you want to experience? Is it a phone call you've been putting off? Is it a conversation that you've been thinking might be a little uncomfortable? Is it that healthy meal that you think you should actually eat? Is it that first chapter in your book that you are committed to writing? Whatever it is, get started. There is power in getting started, because what it does is when we initiate that action, then other forces in the world, in the universe, start backing us up in terms of getting ourselves to where we want to be. But it takes that first step. So what are you committed to taking today? What's that first step? If you feel comfortable with it, place it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you're committed to doing, as well as how we can support you in it. And if you'd like a little bit further assistance in that, check out my Breaking Through Online program, which helps you get started on focusing on a breakthrough that you want to create in the next several weeks. So this has been Chris Natzke with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching, and we'll see you next time on the Mind of a Champion Tip of the Week.